afternoon, sirs.
Yes, please come.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sirs.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
So comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Abhilash.
Yes, sir.
Abhilash, tell us about yourself.
Sir, my name is ABHILASH SUNDARAM. I'm 24 years old. I was born and brought up in Bahadurgarh city, Jhajjar district, Haryana. And I did my schooling from Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School. And from there on, I went to Hindu College, Delhi University to do my BSc Physics Honours. And since my undergraduation, I've been preparing for UPSC. Apart from that, my interests include strength training, following Indian defence updates and teaching. And apart from that, sir, I also appeared for Haryana Civil Services. I cleared that and I've been on leave since then.
So presently, where are you posted?
Sir, I've been posted as Block Development Officer in Adampur, Hisar district.
Okay. So Abhilash,
Yes, sir.
you have one more interest, that is YouTube educational
Yes, sir.
channel. So something happened with Meta yesterday or day before yesterday? Big fiasco. What was that and what is it a pointer to?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
Their server collapsed.
Okay, sir.
So all these services were down for a long time.
Okay, thank you for this.
So, but if that happens,
Yes, sir.
what can that be possibly attributed to? Complete server failure world over.
Sir, server shutdowns could be attributed to several factors. One of them could be the internal issues. Other could be cyber threats. Some ransomware attacks could happen on the servers, which could demand some ransom in exchange for operationalization of the servers. Apart from that, certain power failures. These are some of the points that I can.
Tell me, has India come out with its own reply to operating system? We have presently operating systems which are owned by all big companies. So, is there any response by India? What is India's operating system called?
Sir, I'm not able to remember the name of it. If you allow, I could state what I'm faintly remembering.
Tell me.
I believe the name was Bharat OS.
Bha OS. T is not there.
Yes, sir.
Bha OS. You are
Yes,
right. Bha OS. So let's come to your interest in defense updates.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting. How you developed this interesting hobby of following Indian defense? So
Sir,
you have seen the growth of Indian defense.
Sir.
So tell me achievements on Indian defense after Make in India program.
Sir. So there have been several significant milestones which have been achieved after Make in India. One of them would be the indigenization of various platforms. One would be LCA Tejas induction Mark 1 and Mark 1A, which will be rolled out by the end of this month. Apart from that, we have various destroyers such as INS Impal, which was commissioned recently. Apart from that, the indigenous aircraft carrier is the poster boy of indigenization, INS Vikrant. And sir, apart from that, various other platforms such as the INS Sandhayak, which is the hydrographic vessel of Navy. And apart from indigenization, sir, another milestone would be the defense exports. India has been the largest importer. However, recently our exports have surged. For instance, in financial year 23, India exported about 16,000 crore worth of defense goods to more than 75 countries.
So again, our defense minister yesterday inaugurated something.
Sir.
5th generation, what was that?
Sir,
5G.
Yes, sir. So recently CCS approval has been given to AMCA program, which is the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, which will be India's 5th generation fighter jet.
So what is 4.5 G and what is 4G?
So in the defense sector, the terminologies for 4th generation and 5th generation fighter jets.
No,
and
there is something called
generation.
4.5.
Yes, sir. So Sir, these are not very clearly demarcated. However, the basic features of fighter jets in fourth generation are they have advanced maneuverability, they have high thrust ratio, and they have the capability to launch various advanced missiles, air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles. However, 4.5 fifth generation is an addition to this. They also incorporate several new technologies such as stealth technologies.
Okay. Fine. You are from Haryana.
Sir.
Haryana has a scheme called HAPPY. HAPPY.
Sir.
So can you recall what is this scheme HAPPY?
Although I'm not aware of the scheme, sir, as such, but going by the name of it, sir, if you allow, I could state what it is about.
Let's see how your guess is.
Sir, I believe the scheme is about happy seeder machines.
No.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
It's about Antyodaya.
Okay, sir.
Haryana Antyodaya Parivartan Yojana.
Okay. Thank you.
Parivar Parivartan Yojana.
Sir.
So, if you haven't seen this scheme, tell me about Antyodaya. What is Antyodaya mission of Government of India?
Sir, Antyodaya mission of Government of India is to ensure last mile delivery of various governance initiatives towards the poorest of the poor in India. And in Haryana government per se, Antyodayas are categorized which have annual income less than 1,80,000. 1,80,000 per annum, less than that. And so under the initiatives, last mile delivery governance initiatives and various reform measures targeted specially for Antyodaya sector.
Yesterday, Finance Minister, our External Affairs Minister,
Sir.
said that India is now no longer the old India, we are new India.
Sir.
So in what context this concept of new India has come up, as far as External Affairs Minister's statement is concerned?
So this could be inferred in various multi-paradigmatic ways. One could be that our more foreign policy has shifted away from non-alignment movement to strategic autonomy. That could be one. Second would be India's proactive role at various geopolitical and multi-foras. And apart from that, sir, various economic initiatives taken, economic reforms which have made India as one of the fastest growing economy in G20. So that would be another. That has changed the image of India globally.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Abhilash,
Sir.
you are from Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, what is the geographical significance of Aravali?
Yes, sir. Sir, Aravalis are old fold mountains which extend from Gujarat and they extend till Delhi and even their extensions.
Till Delhi?
Yes, sir. Till the border of Delhi, and their extensions are found. For instance, Delhi Ridge is an extension of Aravalis in Delhi, and their significance could be that one, they have indigenous forests on Aravalis, so they act as rain magnets. Apart from that, they are also called the lungs of Northwest India. What are the ecosystem services they provide? And one more service that they provide is that they act as a natural barrier between the fertile Ganga plains and the Thar desert.
So, but they are in bad health.
Yes, sir.
They are in bad shape.
Yes, sir.
So, what government of Haryana has done, or they have taken certain initiatives for rejuvenation of Aravali hills?
Sir. As you rightly pointed out, sir, about 25% of Aravalis have been lost to illegal mining. Various initiatives have been taken. One would be to stop this menace of illegal mining.
Recently, government of
Yes, sir.
Haryana has come up with certain
Yes, sir.
program.
Sir, I believe the recent program of Aravali Biosphere Safari project to revive Aravalis and also promote ecotourism in the region, which will be one of the largest safari projects in India. It will extend from Gurugram district to Nuh district. and it will cover the length and breadth of Aravalis, and a wildlife sanctuary will be established to promote, excuse me, sir, to promote ecotourism in the region and also to safeguard Aravalis.
Can you tell me something? A Government of India scheme is there, PM Vishwakarma scheme. What is PM Vishwakarma scheme?
Yes, sir. So PM Vishwakarma scheme was launched recently by Prime Minister. It is to provide financial incentives to various artisans involved in India, and so this is what is coming to my mind right now, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are in hospitality wing. You have done something, no?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, Prime Minister has exhorted the Indians about Wed in India.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
What is Wed in India and where he has I think talked this Wed in India twice.
Sir.
So where he intends to what is the program? I mean, what is the intention of Prime Minister about Wed in India?
Sir. Sir, on the similar lines of Make in India, which was to promote manufacturing, Wed in India program was launched by Prime Minister to promote weddings in India. This will promote this will promote international tourism in India and also promote the hospitality industry of India. For instance, various foreigners could come and they could organize weddings in.
Where did he talked about Wed in India? Where did he talk?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe it was. Excuse me, sir. Sir, I believe it was because of the wedding culture, which is very grandiose in India. This could be a very attractive incentive for Indians who are settled outside and even foreigners who intend to have once in a lifetime experience.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, my last question is about again not relating to Haryana but to all areas. Do you know something about what is a soil health card? What is a soil health card?
Yes, sir. So, Soil Health Card program was launched by Government of India to promote the testing of soil, and by promoting the soil testing, it would be to promote the soil testing infrastructure in India and to encourage suitable cropping pattern as per the fertility patterns of the area, and also to incentivize the correct fertilizer measures needed to be taken to correct.
So what are the parameters of soil health card? How many parameters are there and what are different parameters?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Thank you, Abhilash.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Abhilash. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for asking.
Abhilash, I find that you have been captain of the school cricket team.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you must be knowing the finer nuances of the cricket as a game.
Sir, I try to do that.
Well, let's see how fine you know the nuances. Could you differentiate between a Dusra and a Chinaman?
So, Chinaman is essentially a left arm leg spinner.
Okay.
And, sir, I'm not able to recall what the Dusra is.
And you didn't define what is Chinaman.
So, Chinaman bowling is essentially a left armer leg spinner bowler. So, that person is called a Chinaman.
All right, good. Today is a very important day.
Sir.
And I'm sure you know you have the answer with you.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me just the 3 schemes and one of the scheme called STEP? Elaborate on STEP.
Sir, if I may ask you, are you referring to today being the International Women's Day?
Absolutely.
Sir, okay. So, various initiatives related to women?
Yes, the schemes, and one of the schemes is STEP, which I want to know what is STEP.
So various initiatives for women in India could be, one is the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Andolan.
Okay.
Second would be, sir, Aapki Beti Hamari Beti scheme of Haryana government. And third would be, sir, the Project Sakhi, under which one-stop centers have been established for providing all sorts of legal, medical and psychological assistance to women in distress.
And would you be kind enough to now elaborate what is the STEP scheme?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall that right now.
All right.
Sir.
Now, a phenomenal and a landmark, Women's Reservation Act.
Sir.
Why is that it has not been implemented so far? It's become an act.
Sir. So 106th Constitution Amendment Act introduced Bharat Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, which was to ensure 33% reservation in parliament and state legislatures. And sir, the reason for its non-implementation as of yet is because for its implementation, Delimitation Act needs to be conducted.
Correct. And this delimitation exercise is a long drawn exercise.
Yes, sir.
So when do you think that this will actually be, we will see that to be implemented?
Sir, as of now, government's target is to conduct delimitation in 2026 after the census data is out, which is scheduled for 2024-25.
Okay. And last question coming in from women empowerment and in terms of the gender parity.
Sir.
With all these schemes, there are something about 11, 12 schemes which have been running.
Sir.
How do you see the impact? If I were to ask you the impact assessment of the scheme, give me 3 major impacts where you see the positive impact coming in.
Sir. So one would be one impact can be seen in the political domain. We have been seeing a consistent rise in the political representation to women. Women MPs and MLAs representation has been rising since 1947 in India. And other would be, sir, in the domain of economics and socio-economic indicators. So literacy rate of women has consistently risen. And 2011 census clearly indicates that the gap between the male literacy rate and female literacy rate has reduced drastically. And apart from that, sir, various health indicators also indicate, such as IMR, MMR, neonatal mortality rate and institutional birth rate. They have risen drastically, such as NFHS 5 indicates more than 90% of institutional birth rates.
So you find a positive impact, or you think that there are areas where there are that requires some kind of further
yes, sir.
Action to be taken in?
Sir. So these are the positive areas, and within them we need to step up our initiatives and our goals, because even in the health sector, NFHS 5 also indicated that anemia rate is about 57% for women, and IMR rate is still very high at 35. And sir, in political representation, our representation is rising, but it is not commensurate to the global status. For instance, Bangladesh has higher representation to women. And third could be, sir, in the domain of general life, crimes against women have been rising, and conviction rate is still very low at about 13% as reported by NCRP report. And there is also pendency of cases.
Fair enough.
Sir.
I'm sure you would have gone through the UCC Act of Uttarakhand.
Sir.
The features and the characteristics and the limitations of this. I gave you with an example that you are the collector there at one of the districts in Uttarakhand.
Sir.
And you are reported that there is a couple, Mr. Meena and Miss Meena, have been staying together in a live-in relationship.
Sir.
And they have not registered. What would be your action be?
So first, my action in this situation would be first to gauge the ground realities, right? And second would be to enforce the UCC provisions. First, try to ensure the registration of the live-in relationship. and second, if it's not, and under the UCC, a penalty clause is also there for the live-in relations, live-in couples who do not register. So that would be my course of action.
Okay, I'll give you the feedback once we are done with the interview. The final question coming to you. Artificial intelligence has been in vogue and there are a lot of applications going in.
Yes.
It's an admitted fact that the rate of deaths on account of accidents is pretty large.
Yes.
So much of what has been reported, about 160,000 people had died in last year on account of road accident. How would you see that the AI could play a pivotal role in checking such accident deaths?
Sir. Certainly, sir. AI's application in self-driving car is a globally accepted phenomenon now. So, sir, it is believed by various scholars and experts that self-driving cars would reduce road accidents by a huge margin. However, sir, with this regard, there are certain ethical constraints. For instance, if there is a situation where accident is unavoidable, so who would be responsible? The car driver, the software engineer, or the self-driving car automobile manufacturer? So, sir, these are some of the areas. The jurisdiction is unclear about that, and there are ethical constraints.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, Abhilash, so I have heard of private sector reservation in Haryana, talks of private sector reservation.
Sir.
What are your views on this topic?
Sir, Haryana State Employment Local Candidate Act provided about 75% reservation to local people, local Haryana youth in the private sectors. However, sir, it is a very contentious law on account of various issues. One is that Parliament under Constitution, under Article 16, Parliament is the only authority which can prescribe residence as a condition in local employment. So, sir, state legislature is not capable to do that. First issue. And second issue would be, sir, that it violates Article 19, under which freedom of profession and business is granted to various business owners. So, there is the invasion of states' regulation under their domain. And sir, third would be that it is counterintuitive, as private sector reservation would increase the compliance burden on the private sector, and this could lead to delocalization phenomena, wherein private sector units could shift to Punjab, MP, Rajasthan, and even UP. So this will further aggravate the issue of unemployment in Haryana, and would also reduce the state exchequer. So I believe it's for these reasons it was quashed by High Court of Punjab and Haryana.
Now, I see you like teaching geography, and it is your option subject as well.
Sir.
So, if we compare human development with economic development, human development have lagged paced in India.
Sir.
So, can you give the reasons?
Sir.
You can have water if you wish.
Sir. So there have been various reasons for that. One would be the very nature of socio-economic development. It is said that social development lags behind economic development by 20-30 years. And second would be, sir, the administrative lapses in various schemes. For instance, red tapeism, corruption, and all those things have significantly hindered the socio-economic development in India. And so third would be the issues of geographical issues. For instance, various regionally remote areas, they have not had the access to various healthcare and educational initiatives. So these are some of the issues which have rendered the socio-economic disparity in India.
Can you highlight importance of solar energy,
Sir.
in economic development of India?
Sir. So India, being a tropical country, is blessed with more than 300 solar days. So it is considered as an untapped potential, and a huge untapped potential. So, sir, solar energy could lead to increasing the renewable energy capacity in India. One, and so second would be that it could lead to our fulfilling of the international goals under NDC. And so, apart from that, even solar energy as a sector could create various green jobs, such as Surya Mitra, as seen in the Surya Mitra program of India. And so these are
Coming to international affairs.
Sir.
So now there is expansion in BRICS.
Sir.
So how this expansion in BRICS will impact India?
Sir. So the recent BRICS summit led to the expansion of BRICS to various members such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, Argentina, and various other nations. So, sir, in this regard, BRICS expansion would democratize the movement of BRICS. It could essentially pivot BRICS as a countermeasure to G7, which essentially sets the standard, sets the ball rolling in the geopolitical forums. So, sir, BRICS could voice the issues of global South and even India on geopolitical forums.
Now, you are a student of BSc Physics.
Sir.
So, tell me what type of physics is involved in Chandrayaan 3?
So, Chandrayaan 3 was launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Center using LVM-3. And, sir, in the lift-off stage, various physics principles are used. For instance, third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, that is one. And, sir, apart from that, there is also the use of the physics concepts such as escape velocity, which is the required velocity to escape the Earth's gravitation, which LVM-3 needs to have, which is about 11.8 kilometers per second. Apart from that, sir, LVM-3 also had to do certain maneuvers, such as in the orbit of Earth, and these were based on the Kepler's law of motion.
Okay, my last question,
Sir.
Abhilash. Why do you wish to come into civil services?
Sir. So there were various reasons behind that. The primary goal to enter civil services is first to self-actualize, to reach my maximum potential, and in this journey of self-development, give back to the nation and society to which I owe so much. And apart from that, sir, there are various other reasons. For instance, the diverse portfolio that civil services gives, the challenging post it is. So, sir, these are the driving factors behind my aspiration to enter civil services in India.
Okay, so thank you, Abhilash. I
Thank
pass
you,
on to chairman.
So, Abhilash, you have been to Singapore also?
Yes, sir.
So, tell me, what is Singapore's model of development?
Sir. So, Singapore was essentially got its independence in 1965. And so, since then, it has been a single party state, which was ruled for majority of its time under the prime ministership of Lee Kuan Yew. And, sir, his model was to liberalize the economy. And, sir, Singapore was one of the first in Asia to pursue economic reforms as far as 1965, which is even ahead of China and India. And apart from that, sir, Singapore's model also focuses on social cohesion and a huge focus on the social sector. For instance, Singapore's Housing Development Board has solved the problem of housing, and almost 60-70% of Singaporeans live on the housing rental units.
All right. One last question I want to ask you. You are a science student, physics.
Yes, sir.
So, what are 4 fundamental forces of nature?
Sir. So the first force is gravitational force, which is the weakest force. And second would be, sir, the strong nuclear force, which happens between nucleons. And third would be electrostatic force, which happens between charges. And fourth would be the weak nuclear force, which is responsible for radioactive decay.
So Abhilash, with this we come to a close of your mock.
Sir.
So I can ask you one question if you think any area of your DAF we have not touched.
Sir, you've touched all the pointers, but if you'd like, you can talk about strength training as my hobby, if the time allows.
Strength training at gym.
Yes, sir.
So are there any precautions to be taken when you do your strength training in gym? There have been many cases of accident and heart failure in gym.
Yes, sir.
So what are the precautions normally one should take
Yes,
while
sir.
going to gym?
So one would be to, first would be to follow the right regimen in strength training in gym. To follow the right procedures, right form while doing exercise, and have a mentor who can guide you throughout the process. And second would be, sir, to follow a good diet, because sir, strength in training will only come from diet, a good diet. And it's always said in gym, bodies are made in plates, on meals, not in gyms. And sir, apart from that, sir, strength training, one needs to be aware of their health conditions. For instance, some people have pre-diagnosed conditions, have undiagnosed conditions of heart diseases and also blood sugar levels. So they need to take extra precautions while working out.
All right. So that means age factor also should be
Yes, sir.
considered while.
Yes, sir.
So thank you, Abhilash. We'll call you in some time. You can wait outside.
Sir.
So Abhilash, tell us how you think you have done.
So I believe the mock went well, although I need to brush up on my government scheme sector.
So your personality is very good, Abhilash. You are good at communication. Your confidence, body language,
So,
your delivery, very clear communication.
so
You are longish. That means what you lack is structuring of your reply. Number two, what we have noticed is lack of knowledge, depth of knowledge. So members will also tell you about individual cases. In my case, Haryana's scheme of happy. In fact, if you see today's newspaper, front page is a happy scheme. Have you seen today's newspaper? This front page is full of Haryana's this back page, happy. So read current affair is you cannot afford to miss current affairs, all right?
So,
Similarly, server failure. That means again you have written YouTube. So everything to do with YouTube you should know. Let's hear other members also.
Abhilash, your personality is very, very good personality. A smiling disposition, very good personality, very good communication. But please try to fill up the knowledge gaps. That is very important. Because your answers should not be generic. They should have some content in it. Right? Say PM Vishwakarma. Artisans, okay. Artisans and craftsmen is good. But what it is all about? How many like barbers and washermen, how many people have been, what are this thing, they are giving them 15,000 rupees or something, some loan or something like that. And how the lives have been changed of so many people, lakhs and lakhs of people under this scheme. So, this is important for you. I mean, and you with the help of your intelligence here, you are trying to give the answer actually. But you are not there. You have to be specific in your answers. Okay? Similarly, soil health card.
so
Soil health card, any person can answer soil health card even if he has not read about soil health card. Soil health means if you definitely something related to soil health,
Yes, sir.
which you are trying to. But please try the soil health card has got I think 12 parameters.
Yes, sir.
And this is a portal. This is on the mobile of the farmers. and how it has saved the fertilizer. I mean, the NPK has been reduced a lot. I think if I am not wrong, 10 to 12% NPK has been reduced with the help of this, by identifying the proper type of soils for the farmers. So this is a very important initiative by government. No. Similarly, WED in India. WED in India, you are quite tangent. I mean, it's for Prime Minister had spoken about WED of India in Uttarakhand, and yesterday, I think day before yesterday, in Kashmir, in Kashmir. And what he means that the destination weddings which the people want to have, and they go to Dubai, South Africa, go to America, to Canada, they should not go there. They should be in the hilly portion of our country, like Uttarakhand, like Himachal Pradesh, like Jammu and Kashmir. That is WED of India program for destination weddings. Not all weddings. Every year we have lakhs and lakhs of wedding, Abhilash.
Yes, sir.
So that is not the issue. Anyway, so there are 2 or 3 things which I just wanted to tell you. Aravali also. There is a clear-cut afforestation program of Government of India. Okay? The Andaman and Nicobar Island, we are developing some bases.
280 kilometers square in Haryana.
So the compensatory afforestation program, we have cut there thousands of trees, and those trees are to be replaced. They have to be planted in Aravalis.
Okay, sir.
So don't be generic, don't go meandering here and there, okay?
Sir.
So be specific to the answers.
Sir, I thought you were trying to imply that Aravali by Safari project. That's why
my question was what government of Haryana has taken initiative for rejuvenation of Aravali. That was my question.
Yes, sir.
I use the word rejuvenation.
Yes, sir.
Rejuvenation means afforestation.
Yes, sir.
Aravali is a hill which has been denuded.
Yes, sir.
How to rejuvenate it? To make it reforest. Reforest means afforestation. Afforestation means that is related to Andaman and Nicobar felling.
Yes, sir.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so take the thing. Your personality is very good. You are a very pleasing person. You will get good marks on the basis of your personality. But ये knowledge में अगर gap हो जाएगा तो मुश्किल हो जाएगी. Okay?
जी, sir.
हाँ, इसको बढ़िया से पढ़ो इसको. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Abhilash, I have 2 observations.
Sir.
Of course, knowledge gap has already been pointed out by my fellow panelists.
Sir.
The question which I asked, many times, you have a tendency to reply without even at times, even thinking of it, whether am I getting into a trap or somewhere. I put you into a trap, actually. And I knew it that you just fallen in. When I said clearly, I asked you, have you read the UCC Act of Uttarakhand? You said yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thereafter, I went, I said, the exemptions and everything. So I gave you an example as the collector that look, some Mr. Meena and Miss Meena are staying together. The very fact that I use the word Mr. Meena and Mr. Meena, they are scheduled tribes. And scheduled tribes are exempted under UCC. And you started saying, we will take this action, that action. You said they are exempted, and immediately the answer should have come, I need not take any action because they are under exemption category. They are exempted, right? So be careful when the question is put to you. All right.
Sir.
So that haste in giving answers. So be more poised, and then give an answer. You have the contents, but you are not able to rightly point out the specifics. The general type of answers, intelligent based answers, be specific and focused.
Sir.
Right? Otherwise, you have a great potential. I must say, you must score a good score in your interview. This is your 4th attempt.
Yes, sir.
When is your interview?
My interview is on 20th March. 20th March.
20th March.
Yes,
sir. 12 days away.
Yes, sir.
How many marks have you taken?
Sir, I have given 6-7 marks.
7. No more.
No, sir.
Concentrate your position on and depth. Now, cricket, you are a captain. You were the captain. You should know all the finer nuances of Which is the latest rule now for declaring out?
Time out.
Time out.
Yes,
Yes, something you should know.
Yes, sir.
The match which is going on, everything you should be well versed with.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Abhilash, so you are doing well. So just bridge your content gaps. One small suggestions. Why civil services में you were saying giving back to society. Now you are a young boy. One generally thinks of giving back to the society at a time of retirement. So rephrase it. The better word would be, so civil services provides an opportunity for public service at a wider platform. Just rephrase it. Public service is a better word. एंड कॉन्ट्ररी टू द ओपिनियन कि आपको जब एंटर करना है एग्जिट करना है दोनों टाइम आपको बटन बंद करके और खोलने की जो एक्टिविटी करनी है यू कैन अवॉइड दैट. इट्स एन अननेसेसरी एक्सरसाइज. आते हुए दोनों बटन आप खोल रहे हो और जाते हुए पहले बंद कर रहे हो फिर आप निकल रहे हो. ये सिखाया जाता है जनरली बट इट्स अननेसेसरी. यू कैन कम स्ट्रेट अवे लाइक दिस. यू कैन गो स्ट्रेट अवे लाइक दैट. इट इज नॉट इट इज नॉट बीइंग चेक्ड. इनफैक्ट एक ट्रांसक्रिप्ट आप पढ़िएगा. दिनेश दादा सर ने बोल भी दिया था, इज दिस बीइंग टॉट एट द कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट. आप जो ये बंद कर रहे हैं दो बंद कर रहे हैं इट इज अननेसेसरी. वो पता नहीं क्यों बताते हैं सारे के सारे बट द जनरली द यूपीएससी इट इज क्वाइट ऑकवर्ड एक्चुअली. आप वैसे ही आइए और वैसे ही जाइए. आप ट्रांसक्रिप्ट सर्च कर लेना उसमें तो आपको पता लग जाएगा. ठीक है. चेयरमैन हैज टोल्ड दिस. ठीक है. बाकी यू हैव डन वेरी वेल. जस्ट कीप वर्किंग ऑन कंटेंट. एक छोटी सी और चीज जी. यू आर अ बिट लॉन्गिश. आप थोड़े से एक्सप्लेनेटरी मोड में ज्यादा जा रहे हो. एक पॉइंट कम कर दीजिए जी. जैसे फिजिक्स में भी पूछा तो आप उसमें काफी लंबा चले गए और डीप में चले गए. ठीक. एक पॉइंट कम कर दीजिए. एक पॉइंट.
I have said in that I was thinking of using certain principles of
हाँ ठीक था लेकिन आप ज्यादा चले गए. एक पॉइंट कम कर दो बस जी. ज्यादा लैबोरेटरी. आंसर वाज गुड. एक पॉइंट ज्यादा चले गए आप बस. एक कम कर देना. ठीक है.
So we have given you 65% today. All right.
179 marks.
So wish you all the best.
Sir,
But you were expecting more from your expression.
yes sir.
Yes.
I was expecting 70%.
थोड़ा सा काम करो. आपको इतना एडवाइस दिया है.
70% yardstick at the UPSC is very high. And you need to really perform at that standard,
जी.
So उसमें it has to be yes from everyone. That means you must not only show a good personality but also depth.
Sir.
तो थोड़ा जैसे आपको बतलाया be brief, read more current affairs and that's it. You are a material definitely worth 70%. We agree. Wish you all the best.
Thank you sir.
He had some question I think. कुछ
Any
पूछने वाले थे.
question?
हाँ.
सर मेरा तो क्वेश्चन यही है सर कि 190 प्लस के लिए if I plug these gaps so
Have you ever
Once is
appeared in the interview before?
sir.
Have you ever appeared in the interview, UPSC interview before?
No sir. Not
It's the first interview.
Yes sir. First UPSC.
First
तो
interview.
आप में सब कुछ है. हमने बतलाया तो कि your personality is good. What you need is just topping up these.
आप हाँ सॉरी आपका जो रामबाण है वो ये है. आप ये पहले सारा पढ़ लो. ठीक. ये सारे नॉलेज कर लो. उसके बाद भी अगर आपको कोई सवाल नहीं आता है आप उसमें जबरदस्ती ट्राई मत कीजिएगा. आप बोलेगा कि सॉरी सर आई विल रीड अबाउट इट. वो सबसे बढ़िया स्ट्रेटजी है. तो अगले वाले का फिर बढ़िया सवाल आ जाएगा उसका जवाब दे देना. तो आपके नंबर कम नहीं होंगे. अगर आप उसको घुमाएंगे ना
वो तो पकड़ लेंगे.
वो पता चल जाएगा.
घुमाने का कोशिश नहीं. सिंगापुर मॉडल थोड़ा और देख लेना.
वो देख लेना.
You mentioned only 1 or 2 correct points.
Sir.
So there is much more to Singapore model.
Okay.
So be brief while addressing such a question.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you sir.
All the very best.
All the
All the
Thank
best.
you sir.